Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon.
Hey guys, Matthew Winslow here today. I'm going to show you how I do my spray paint art on the cheap. Because I'm not a rich man. Never have been, probably never will be. I don't need to be a rich man. I'd like to be a comfortable man. But anyway, starting out here, you don't need to spend a whole lot of money. You really don't. You can just start, honestly, well, didn't mean for the lid to come off, but this is the Walmart cheap brand, Color Place. They're a buck a can, black and white. You can get them at your local Walmart. Now, I've seen on their website some other colors in the same brand, but every time I've tried to get them, they're always out of stock. Now, the only thing with these ones is they are very thin, so it may take quite a few layers. That's why most people, and myself included, use these for shading. Now, that being said, you're going to need some duct tape. I bought a big roll because I know, hey, I'm going to use it, but you don't need to start with a big roll. You can get a small roll. Painter's tape. This was like $1, maybe $2. Gloves. You don't have to use gloves, but I suggest using gloves if you don't want your hands to get all nasty. This box of 40, I think, was maybe $5. If you know a nurse or a doctor, maybe they can get you some for free. Now this here, I don't get expensive brushes. This whole 25-piece set I got at Michael's. I think I spent $5 on it. And I use one and I toss it. To me, it's not worth the hassle of cleaning these brushes. And for only $5 for 25 different pieces. Now that being said, with 25 pieces, these little palette knives, these little plastic ones that are in there, those are trash. Those suck. I don't use them. I did when I first started. Better to actually spend the investment and get yourself a real palette knife. Now, I think I spent $3 or $4 on this one at Michael's. I got these at Michael's as well. All right. Now, stuff for textures. I didn't spend a dime on any of this. This is just my weekly CVS ad. You know, your weekly pharmacy ad. Just newspaper. You don't have to buy a newspaper. They'll send it to you for free. Now, these three here, these are glossy magazine paper that I got this morning for free at my local grocery store. This is a real estate one. They've got a big display at your local grocery store. Glossy magazine paper. And they give them away free. And if they're going to give them away free, you might as well use them. And of course, Game Informer. I know a lot of us play video games, go to GameStop, signed up for their card. You get the magazine, you read it once, and then you throw it away. Well, I don't throw it away anymore until I use it in my paintings. So that's what I use for my texture. This right here, just a kitchen sponge. I've ripped the back end off. And, you know, use that for bushes, leaves, plants. Now, I did spend full price and get a full-size straight edge. I was using this one, but I found that it wasn't long enough. This one covers the whole painting most of the time, unless I'm using a really big piece of poster board. These little foam brushes here, 50 cents at Home Depot. I don't use them very often, but hey, I pick them up. I also love, absolutely love, grocery store bags, guys. If you don't have any, go to your mom, go to your grandma, go to your aunt or uncle. I'm sure they've got a drawer somewhere that's just shoved full of these things. I know you those conscious of the environment. Oh, you're getting plastic bags. Well, hey, I'm reusing them, and I also make sure that they don't just blow away. I make sure that they get put in the proper trash receptacle. Now, For my spheres and circles, these are just cans, tin cans that I got from my kitchen. Once they were used, I washed them out, use them. I got 3 plastic containers at Target. These were, I think, 75 cents each, right? Now I use this one to cover stuff up. I also use it, as you can see, as like a palette for painting. Yesterday I went to our local thrift shop and I picked this little pan up, and this was $1.99. It was a, it's metal. It was a little bit more. And then this one here I haven't used yet. It's got a little bit of a hole right here, and we're going to fix that right now. I'm just going to take some duct tape, because really all you want to do is make sure that the spray paint's not going to get through it. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure I'll use it soon in the future. The handle is broken off and it's kind of sharp, but hey, I got it at the thrift store for like $1. And then as far as what paints I use, you don't have, like I said, these are the cheap ones. I also use Krylon Color Master, and I picked this one up. It's 50 cents more at Walmart for these ones, and you get 25 cents more per can. And I also grab from Walmart the Rust-Oleum American Accents 2x color. I do also get some from Lowe's, the Rust-Oleum. It's I forget what it's called, Painter's Touch. I'm pretty sure the American Accent and the Painter's Touch are the exact same product, just with different packaging. This is the one they package for Walmart, the other one they package for Lowe's. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick painting here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. All right, guys. I forgot to mention this board here that I have my paper taped down to. I put tape on the back of it. Just the painter's tape. Painter's masking tape. But this board here I picked up at Home Depot. You don't need this whole big table, right? You just need something sturdy to put your poster board on. And I picked this up at Home Depot for $3.50. They got a whole section over in the lumber that are pre-cut in this perfect square. And this was the perfect size for the size poster board that I use most of the time. All right, so I said we're going to do it on the cheap, right? So we're only going to use a couple colors here. We're going to use black and white. And I'm going to use 4 different cans, though. So I'm going to be using the Krylon Gloss Black, Gloss White. Yes, my cans are all nasty, but those are black and white. And I'm also going to be using the Walmart Color Place Black and White. These cans are about $4 a piece. These cans are about $1 a piece. And you'll get a lot of use out of one can. All right. Now, so we're just going to do a quick moon and mountain scene. I gotta make sure I shake my cans up because it's been a little bit chillier today. And cold paint does not like to behave. All right. So I said I was going to use this one that I picked up for $1, right? Now you can't really see that well, but I can see it where I'm going to be putting my mountain, or my moon. All right, there's that. Put some black over the top. And this Live Naturally book, I got it at Smith's grocery store today. It's nice, glossy paper. Works perfect for my needs. We're going to crumple it up. Set it down. pull it off. Now I need more of that black to come off to get the white moon look. I put too much black on it. Now to fix that, I got some clear here. Crystal clear gloss, or gloss crystal clear. The black dried too quickly. This will wet it back up. I'll use that same piece of paper. And if you're not getting the color that you want, because I'm not, you can always grab your white, go back over the top of it, get a new sheet of paper. Now I'm looking on here, and this would be sacrilege, other than the fact that these coupons, I'm not going to use any of them. So all right, it's not quite as bright as I was hoping, but that's okay. You roll with your punches. All right, now we're moving over to the Walmart brand. And like I said earlier, I use this for shading. And the moon doesn't provide its own light. If you've taken basic science, elementary school science, you know that it just reflects light from the sun or suns. Now see how thin that is? To get a nice dark shadow on it on the back end, I got to go over it quite a few times with this black. That's why I was saying this Walmart brand is really thin. But that's good for shading. That's really good for shading. And this is our light source is going to be coming from up here. From this top corner. All right, now we're just going to set that down right there. As I said earlier, blacks and whites, that's all we're using. So our skyline is going to be black. There's a reason I left this not quite as dark here. All right, I'm done with that part. Now I kind of went over that. I need to fix that. Quickest way to fix that, just a little bit of white. And yeah, it's fine. It may look like I screwed up. I kind of did, but I can fix it. That's the great part of this type of painting, is so forgivable. Now, this magazine has a nice hard cover on the outside, a nice cardboard cover. And I'm going to use that to my advantage here. And make my mountain. Have some shade. Have some depth to it. We got another peak right down here that I'm trying to work in. All right. And we'll come back over this and go more white. The harder you go, the more paint you're going to be removing. Now, my cardboard's not really going as deep as I wanted there. I got this tool from my mom's toolbox with her permission. Don't just go into the toolbox without permission, guys. And like I said earlier, that clear will loosen up that paint. See how now I'm getting down there and getting more of the white of the poster board? To give this side of the mountain a different look. Oh, and I just dribbled all over my moon. That's all right. I'll show you exactly how we're going to fix that. These cheap brushes that I was telling you about earlier. You got a little dribble there, right? And it's a black and white painting. So what are we going to do? We're going to turn that little dribble into a bird. Or a bat. Now, I need some more black paint here. To make that look nice, because right now it don't look so nice. And then we'll put in a few more here. No mistakes, just happy accidents. All right. We've gotten that taken care of. It's not perfect, but hey, it's going to look good. All right. Like I was saying earlier, you know what? I'm actually going to use, we'll save that. I'll use it later. I'm going to use just a Smith's trash bag so you can see how that texture looks. There. Oh, one little corner here. Now see, this is why I use the gloves. I don't have a lot of paint on there right now, but it's still paint that I didn't want to have all over my hands. All right. Now we need some stars in the sky, guys. Really simple to put stars in the sky. You just spray some spray paint onto your gloves and sprinkle. All right, where did I put it yesterday? For some clouds. That's not the piece I used. Where it is, piece I want. I don't know. Anyway, we'll use this piece. See how we got some clouds around the moon? We want that to kind of do the rest of it. And I ain't gonna. Now see, I should have used a bigger piece. But we're gonna fix it. We'll fix these, I promise you. But they'll look good when I'm done. We're going to turn these into stars. Big stars. Now I could leave it right like that, but I kind of don't want to. I'm kind of feeling some bursts. At least on one of these. At least on this one. I'm going to take my straight edge and hold it just above the paper and spray up here and let the overspray do what I want. See that little line there? I'm not really getting the line I want here. But I am getting more galaxy than I want. So what I'm going to do is make the whole sky kind of misty to look like, hey, there's more galaxy there. Now you can do that with any color, but since we're doing black and white, I obviously used white to contrast the black. You want to do that with a contrasting color, something that's going to stand out. And with these two colors, obviously the white is going to stand out against the black. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed it. Very simple painting. It's not perfect, nor was it meant to be. Got a little hair just sticking in there, and that just gets under my skin. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I enjoyed it. I learned a little bit of my own. One other thing you can do, just to finish it off, just to give it a little protection, is just hit the whole thing with clear. It makes, see how it's making that white pop? and then let it dry, and you're good to go. All right, guys. Thanks for your time. Check you later.